I mean? Like, and they already made the float, and those things are expensive to make, so they're not making the Mrs. Potato Head one. Like,
You'd be surprised.
Dude, switch the lips out. You figure it out.
Which lips?
Yeah.
Got him, Sciulli. He's talking about her vagina.
Miss Potato Head looks like she got lip injections anyway.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birds Idell. With me, as usual, I got the boys to the left of me, Anthony, Wig Splitting Sciulli.
How's it going?
Johnny, Cheek Busting Rosato.
What's up? What's up?
And then, of course, to the right of me, my co-host, MoneyLine Welsh.
Happy to be here.
Last but not least, let's give a shout out to our producer, Sugar Tits Todd.
Yeah!
Old sugar tits.
Little Sugar Tits. Oh, man. Let's hop right into this, boys. How was your weekend?
Well, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I mean, you had a big day out.
We did, dude. It was interesting.
It was. We were down in the strip, hanging out, fucking an hour wait at Coop DeVille to fucking eat a chicken sandwich.
How was that chicken sandwich?
It was average.
Yeah.
Average chicken?
Yeah, good collard greens.
Yeah.
The sides were decent. The chicken, I mean, it was good, but like, I don't know.
It wasn't worth an hour wait?
No, nothing. I don't know what in the fucking world
Yeah,
is.
I don't either. When you're hungry, yeah.
I felt like I died and went to Lawrenceville. That's exactly what it is. It's like Coop DeVille is like Lawrenceville compacted into one building. It's like everyone's taking pictures, and there's like there's like duck pins, and then there's like fucking overpriced chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, let's stop promoting my competition here, too.
Who?
Coop DeVille.
Well, I'm saying it's overpriced chicken sandwich.
Yeah, there we go.
If you want to run down there and get an overpriced chicken sandwich, hurry up and go down.
No, it was decent. It was packed. It was a different type of white people.
They sell alcohol there?
Yeah. At a bar.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they had a bunch
Did you
of
say
arcade
different
games.
type of white people?
Yeah, just a different type of white people, like a Lululemon white people crowd. You know what I mean?
That's
like
tough.
Bunch of
tough.
like Patagonia, like weird boots. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tassel caps with the strings coming.
Oh.
I've seen a couple scarves.
Yeah.
A lot of layers.
A lot of layers.
White people love layers.
Dude.
Look like they're going skiing.
Dude, I was up Seven Springs this weekend.
Layered up.
Fuck, dude. I don't think Seven Springs knows about the pandemic. This fucking place was jumping.
Jam-packed.
Yeah.
Jam-packed. And I haven't been around that many people in a year.
And I can't imagine people are wearing, like, that many people are wearing masks.
They're all wearing masks except for... No, everybody had a mask on.
Oh, really?
But it was still, like... It was cracking.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, bumping into people, lines forever, like...
I mean, Coop DeVille was busy. We were fucking... Dudes were playing, like, video games and shit, walking around. People had a mask on, but, like, it was a good time. Fuck it. The shit's over. Mississippi's open. Texas is open. All the South states are going to open. We're going to be, like...
One of the last.
One of the last.
But they did lift the restrictions as of like the other day. They started lifting more. It felt like Saturday was like a good sign of like things to come. It was like I felt like things are starting to get back to normal.
Yeah, I was smoking weed on the side of the building.
I think they
shit
got
like
people
that.
at the Pens game tonight.
Well, yeah, that's I mean,
1,500.
that's what those
Is that what it
fucks.
is,
That's what those
1,500?
fucks did. They did it for the Buccos and for the fucking Penguins.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna make every person who orders a beer eat a hot dog.
They might.
They better.
That's
I'll
a
tell
fun-
you that.
that's
Or
a
I'm
$6
gonna
hot
be
dog.
out there with a picket sign going crazy.
Schultz, how was your weekend?
I was good, man. I didn't do anything. I laid low.
Nice,
It was nice to relax.
Moneyline. So, what happened with your apartment, dude?
Well, Saturday we went out.
Yeah.
Me, you, a couple other dudes. You left after Coupe de Ville.
Yeah.
Then we walked over to Lefty's.
Yeah.
Fine establishment.
Yeah.
Hang out with a bunch of Northside dudes. Love the podcast.
I love Northside, dude.
Yeah,
I love Lefty's.
they're the
Lefty's is
best.
a nice bar.
Dude, I seriously, Lefty's is a good ass time.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking, but I was on the moon. I was smoking Iconic Fire, like 38%
jeez.
shit. I was eating edibles. So like, by the time we got to lefties, like, dude, I was skyrocketing flight. And being out like that on weed, like, it's not it's not bad, but it's not like fun either. You know what I mean? It's better than being sober. I don't think I would have went to lefties sober. I don't think that's a nightmare.
Dude, that's I mean, being like super high in like a different type of environment, that'll make you like.
Yeah, and I've seen a bunch of dudes that I haven't seen in a while that like I should have probably been like engaging. I should have been talking more. And like I was aware that I wasn't like saying much, and I was just like, man, I should probably have a few things to say here, and I just wouldn't talk.
You got too high.
Yeah, I got too high, but I didn't like fucking freak out or anything. It was just like I'm beyond social. Like I just like I'm having the most fun here, and nobody knows it.
Yeah, Jack. When you smoke a lot of weed, you just pipe down.
Yeah,
it's a totally different vibe than the people
out,
have been getting for the past 20 years from you.
I feel like I'm letting people down. Like people are like, dude, you suck, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, how many years can you run around the south side naked before it gets weird?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I pushed the limits.
It is funny, like when you get sober, people like start making comments like, I miss the old you. Like really, like I hated going to rehab and being in jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't as. Like,
I hated being hungover. But I hate being hungover for fucking 2 days and not being able to move.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I'm done drinking. I just don't feel like my stomach doesn't feel like I'm ready for it yet.
A year.
I thought you were that day though. Like I swear, I thought you.
I was teetering.
Yeah,
like,
you were definitely.
There was a point where like Deese and Eddie like got up and like they already asked me each time. Like everybody tries to peer pressure me every time I'm out, but I'm getting kind of used to that. But if like they would have been like, "Hey, do you want one?" and they did the prior times, and they didn't ask me that time. But in my head, I was like, if they asked me, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah,
they had you on the ropes, and they didn't know it.
They didn't know it because I would have been like, because I was ready to go. I was down the strip. I was out for a while. It was nice out. Like,
fuck yeah.
Leanie was out with her friends. That's a whole different fucking story. And so I was ready to go, but then I just did it, and then I just smoked more weed, and I don't really want to drink that much when I'm super high. I don't know. I just want to eat like food.
What would you if you were to say they were like, "Hey Jack, we're gonna get you one"? What are you getting?
I would have been ready. I was drinking bourbon on the rocks with them. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm scared of. When I jump back in that pool, like.
There's no shut up.
I used to be able to hammer a nice amount of booze. I'm not gonna be able to do that, obviously. So
that one drink would have had you feeling,
especially
different.
with all that weed, like literally edibles, crazy fucking THC level weed, and it would have had me.
It was just funny because like them dudes were like, "Yeah, we're gonna smoke weed on the side of the building." I felt like we were 12 years old again. You know what I mean? Because like we walk over and dudes are just all like, you know what I mean? There's just people walking by. It's so normal now. Like
not even like one like Karen walked by like, what are they doing over there? Like we just smoked the joint and they fucking kept it moving, which like they should. Shut up.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Seven Springs, I mean, people, I guess, apparently they like to smoke weed and ski.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, because I definitely was walking past hotel rooms like, God damn.
Yeah, skiing high is a good time. I did that when I was like super young.
Was it full capacity up there, like when you were up?
Dude, I don't know how many more people could fit in this fucking place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say I stayed on the resort. I'd say it had to be 80% filled.
Oh, you stayed up there the night?
Yeah, I stayed up there Friday and Saturday.
Oh wow, what's a room cost for a night up there?
Probably like $400
a night.
Mm-hmm.
On the weekend.
On the weekend.
If you go during the week, I think it's like $250.
Right, the weekend they were. I mean, I guess everybody's trying to get one more.
Gouging.
Yeah, I got gouged.
But whatever.
Fucking I wanted to go away before I went back to work, and I mean, I'm not a big skier.
Did you hit the indoor pool?
No, I don't.
I loved that indoor pool when I was a kid.
No.
My aunt and uncle used to have a spot up there next to this is Series. And there was an outdoor pool, but in the winter there was fucking an indoor pool.
It seemed like a night. It was right near the arcade.
It's right. Yeah, it's right near
the arcade. We were in the arcade. We did the mini golf. We did like everything, like walked around, but like.
The indoor pool was one of my favorites in the winter because like you could never swim in the winter, but like all of a sudden now you're allowed to go
swimming and it's snowing out and there's the hot tubs and shit. Yeah, it was a good time.
Living my best life.
Didn't feel so poor at that time. You know what I mean?
No, I was like, dude, people are like, oh, you got to do all that stuff. Like, other people's families.
Yeah, other people had shit.
Is that what your mom was talking about today?
Me along.
What? Oh, no, dude. She was like, I'll get to that with the gear grinder, but she was like telling me how I was spoiled rotten as a kid. I'm like, the only fucking thing that was spoiled rotten was the milk and cheese in the fridge. You know what I mean? Short buck wasn't me. But I'll get to that when the gear grinders come up. But I love you, Mom.
So, Saturday, I mean, everybody, we went at it pretty hard. Dudes went at it pretty hard at lefties. We probably got out of there about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Went home. I made some pizza bagels. Fucking me and Paisley was sleeping over my house. That's Leanie's dog. It's my homie. Me and Paisley go to sleep. It's probably around midnight. I hear a banging on my door. So I just think it's like Leanie coming home. Go to let her in. It's her and like 12 of her friends.
Whoa.
Maybe not 12. Like no bullshit. There was probably 9 of them. And like I just opened the door and like I'm dead asleep, holding this little dog, and they're just pouring through my house. They got like 2 cases of fucking White Claw. I'm like, you're gonna drink 4 of these, and they did. Fucking, they came in and just took over. Like not like, oh, sorry for waking you up or anything. Like, I thought you were out, and I was out hours ago. Now I'm home.
Now I'm grown
now
up.
I'm a civilized person. You guys are downstairs freak dancing,
Twerking.
Twerking it.
So they come up. Fucking, I go out. I fire up a little joint, pass it around. Nobody wants to hit it, so I fucking put it out, and I go lay back down or try to. Fucking, I had like 6 donuts left for the morning. You know what I mean? I was like, this is gonna be money. These chicks took my weed, smoked my weed, ate my fucking donuts, fucking puked on my bed. What? And pissed on my couch.
Pissed.
Pissed.
There was piss.
Yeah. So they're little gangs called the Shy Girls. The Shy Girls fucking just terrorized my whole fucking North Hills North Side broads. Just call themselves the Shy Girls.
They have a
just
gang name.
Yeah, they have a gang name. And they came over and
Like
the
Crows.
And they just like the Crows. And they just they terrorized my apartment.
What did you say? It is the Shy Girls.
The
Shy Girls pissed
They
the
weren't.
bed.
They weren't shy about spreading bodily fluids in their house.
Pissed the couch. Pissed the couch. Puked it on the bed.
Did they all sleep over?
A good portion of them.
Oh man.
And the other ones that didn't stole my shit.
No, it was.
I respect that move.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm doing my best not to be that fucking guy. I was like, oh, how'd you guys get so fucked up? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, God knows, I got to keep my mouth shut when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean? This is all coming back to me. This is karma coming back my way. But like, for fuck's sake, it's midnight. You know what I mean?
Grow up.
Yeah, the night's over. They're playing jams, fucking opening, closing the fridge, and I'm closing it all the time.
Oh shit!
Wearing my clothes,
Letting the heat out.
Yeah, they're fucking out on the balcony. I'm like, dude, this isn't the flats. The flats is downstairs.
What I want to know is like, so in the morning you discover the piss. Was the culprit there?
The culprit was there, and like I'm picking up my clothes because they just like I had folded clothes on the side. They just like knocked half of them over, and then I'm like trying to get them together, and they're soaking wet, and like they're just the other half that was still on the couch was covered in piss, and I'm like, is this piss? And they're like, everybody always says like, my pants aren't wet. Like, okay, dude, like, was someone pissed on my couch.
They pissed on the clean clothes?
On the
clean
clothes,
folded clothes.
The clean folded clothes. Pissed because she just like laid on them and then pissed on them.
Oh Christ!
That is karma.
What's the world coming
It's
to?
karma.
Yeah, but I'm not like a I don't know. Whatever. What are you?
We
had a good time. It wasn't. I don't really give a fuck.
Right, but it's a funny story.
It's a funny story. And they said like, shut up. It's funny for the podcast. So I'm like, you're lucky I have a fucking podcast.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's always funny when you call your friend to vent about it the next day. Like, can you believe they fucking?
Yeah, right. But now there's a few of them listen to it and they want to come on, and I'm like.
There are a lot of people want to come on.
Who pissed themselves? We need to have a lineup.
I don't want to snitch out. I'm not going to drop.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
But it was abroad.
Oh, dude. Well, anyway, I don't know if any of you guys are looking for a job, but Coca Cola is hiring, but they want all their employees to be a little bit less white.
A little less white.
And then they so I seen the thing. You seen it too, and it was like a survey.
It was like a PowerPoint presentation on how to be less white.
Right.
So, I mean, man.
Anything good in there that we could use?
I didn't even really read that. I was like, this is ridiculous. I didn't really read it. Did you?
No, but they were. There
you go. Greenfield's Finest Podcast doing its research.
No, it was saying. No, there was something about feeling superior, and I'm like, where the fuck are they getting this information from? Like the average. Don't get me wrong. There's people out there fucking kooks, but the average person, I don't think feels like they're superior, but. I don't know.
There's different type of white folks.
There's a whole different.
The ones up Seven Springs.
The ones not.
Maybe about 25% of them probably felt superior to everybody on planet Earth.
Well, they you know why? 'Cause they got a cabin up there.
Probably.
Yeah,
if you go to condo,
most likely. They're more superior than me if you got a condo up up on Wagner up there.
Yeah.
Up on Stowe. Those are pretty nice.
They do. I mean, if I had one, I would look down on everyone.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you're looking down on people. Like, look at those peasants swimming in that indoor disgusting pool that we just love so much.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the greatest. Like, I was thinking of something like what could I do?
As a podcast, how could we be like less white?
Yeah, how can we be less white?
I mean, I could definitely stop buying plantain chips.
Yeah,
that's number one.
Trader Joe's is completely off limits.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude, get with the times. You want to work at Coca Cola? Stop going to Trader Joe's.
That's it. I'm gonna drink more malt liquor.
I'm gonna stop using the mail. I feel like mailing things is pretty white.
Writing a letter.
Yeah, right. That's what writing a letter, filling out a survey. That's pretty white. Anything on Yelp, you gotta cut that out.
Yeah, I think like I'm gonna stop being on time. I remember
going to the old stereotypes, huh?
No, I'm just saying like as a joke. But I remember whenever I was a drug user, and I would always go meet my guy. He'd always say like, "Hey, dude, just hang tight. I'll be there in 5 minutes." And 3 hours later, I'm standing at the 7-Eleven in Hazelwood, and he's still not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, what's the deal with this, man?" He said, "Oh, I'm coming right around the corner. You don't see me?" I was like, "No, man, I really don't."
I can see that being an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a ridiculous thing to come up with. Be less white.
Bring people together, that's
right.
just like,
they're just trying. Everybody's like.
It sounds like it's a joke.
It does sound like a joke, but it's like fucking a major company like putting this out in the universe. That's insane.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's not like Coca Cola is like fucking some small company. It's probably one of the largest employers in America.
And the whites love Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke.
Right.
Not anymore. You don't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you're working
Diet
at
Coke doesn't want me to drink Coke.
If you're working in the Coke plant, like who's the superior guy in the Coke plant walking around thinking like
he's the man?
They're better than everybody else in the Coke plant.
I just imagine like some guy walking around in a suit and a hard hat that like blows the old school whistle every day to make everybody start working.
Yeah. Get back to work.
Yeah, he's probably an asshole.
Well, that's at any job.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I remember like something else like white. I remember my grandma used to always save all the wrapping paper.
Yeah,
it's a white thing to do.
Yeah, something like wearing mittens.
Yeah,
like, if you got a pair of mittens. That's a little too white.
Look at Bernie, dude. Bernie got that was the best. Bernie and his mittens.
Cross country skiing. That's the whitest thing you could do.
Dude, it was so funny. That crossed my mind. Like and then when like Beezer was texting us relentlessly about how, and like I give props to his dad.
that is crazy. Is his dad really 80 years old?
Yeah,
that's
his
insane.
dad's 80.
Yeah, and he's cross country skiing. That's awesome. But it was like Mishka like nailed that point home, like because we were talking about cross country skiing last week. He like nailed it home. Like, listen, dude, my dad cross country ski, 80 years old, still great health. Jack's like, oh, maybe I'll start, cross country skiing. And then he like mapped out his dad's course, what he does. Like, all right, dude, we get it. Your dad's the best. You know what I mean? I don't have a dad.
Real talk. 80 years old cross country.
That's impressive.
That's insane.
Like, uphill is very vigorous. Downhill not so bad.
Yeah, maybe she was getting into it. Another thing I was thinking about, like white people do, they probably should stop, is like putting them in like a trailer behind their bike. The kids in the trailer.
Oh, that is the worst thing.
That's pretty white.
That's crazy.
That's so dangerous.
Dude, if people running with the strollers, like, dude, they'll be fine.
Running's pretty bad, but I'm talking about like they're on their bike and the kids in the back.
You don't even see the kid
in the back, and
he
like a little
flew off.
He's like in a covered wagon. What if that thing flips the fuck over?
Dude, I remember the funny.
Buy a Nordic track, you asshole.
You've seen them. They'll drive like
Score Hill.
Yeah,
I go up there.
Yeah.
All white men just go down there.
I can't believe you didn't bring it up. So like one time Rosato was telling me this story about how like Mishka like puts his kids in one of those like little trailers behind the bicycle, and Rosato was like, so I was like, you sure that's safe? He's like, dude, your children are too sheltered.
Don't be scared to do anything. Yeah. I'm like, I'd be scared to get in that fucking thing.
Especially in Freak Park, because it's not like it's paved.
You take them on the trails.
Yeah, you see Beezer's dad cross country skiing past the kid laying in a ditch.
I don't like towing anything, let alone children.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking to be towing a trailer.
Driving a truck in a trailer, let alone a child.
I mean.
Like, what are they doing back here? I can't even see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make it to the top of the hill and you turn around like, oh, that was fun, huh, guys? And you're like, where the fuck are the kids at?
They're at Aiello's.
We lost Jimmy.
Oh, man. Oh, that was
well,
good.
we got out of that segment pretty painlessly.
Yeah, it was just some good old-fashioned fun. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, everybody, and we're going to be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're going to get kicked off with Corn Dick of the Week. First off is the story of the landlord who was kidnapping his tenants that refused to pay rent. So everyone's probably well aware during the pandemic, there's like an eviction law. You can't evict people until May 1st is when you're first allowed to start doing it. So what this landlord decided to do was to get rid of the people was he kidnapped them.
He just get ahead of the game.
Yeah, he kidnapped them. It's kind of a genius move. Kidnapped them and then drove them 30 miles to a cemetery, dropped them off with like potato sacks on their head, and just left. And then like the cop that the cop that was like doing the news report was like, I mean, he's lucky that they didn't die. I'm like, I think this dude's pretty fucking jammed up right now.
Dude, that cop couldn't keep a straight face when he was telling us.
Yeah.
He was like, whatever. I didn't make up the laws. Don't call me.
He's lucky they came out of that alive. I mean, you could have froze to death out there, whatever the case may be. You have to be tolerant. There is a process. I didn't invent it, so don't call down here to the sheriff's office screaming and yelling like everybody has been for the last 12 months.
Kidnapping? Like, what are you talking about?
Like, he definitely took these people. Like, I wonder, like, the thing is, like, I'd love to hear the dude, like, hey, man, I feel bad about the way I acted by evicting you. I'm going to take you guys out to eat. Here, get in my van real quick. Hey, well, and then you get in, some dude just drills and puts a potato sack on his head. They wake up in a cemetery 30 miles away. Like, that's the best. I mean, it's like...
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny that no one died.
Yeah.
But, like, how did he not think he was going to get caught?
He didn't kill. I don't know. I just think, like, I wonder if the people were like,
Chuck, why are you doing this to us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got your $750 coming, dude. Like, grab me home.
Somebody does something that insane, you're like, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's
they
on the
won't-
verge of
Listen,
killing
if you don't pay
somebody.
rent for a fucking year either, that will
Right.
get motherfuckers a little goofy. I know a few dudes that we know that like own houses. They can't get rent off motherfuckers. It's
Right.
insane.
And then you're
And it's been like
stuck
that
holding the
for a
bag.
year.
you
Yeah,
know
like
what I mean?
mortgages didn't stop.
Yeah,
I was ju-
insurance,
Right.
taxes.
So this dude literally might be going, like, for all we know, he might be going fucking broke.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it. Only thing left to do is...
I didn't get in the
Yeah.
real estate game to not make any money.
If you got a rental with like 4 or 5 like fucking apartments in it or whatever, and 3 of them aren't paying rent, like you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because you still got to pay that mortgage.
But I don't know, kidnapping them and dropping them off in a cemetery.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
where
bit.
keeping it real goes wrong.
'Cause
You-
I mean, you're right. That's just gonna worsen your problems.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on. High school band from Washington having to practice intense. You
Did you
sent me
see
that. That was fucking the funniest
We
thing.
gotta send
Explain.
that. We gotta send.
It'll
that to
be up
Todd.
on the graphic. You'll
So
see.
like high school basketball's like back. They're playing with their masks like kind of on, or like they're
Yeah.
under their chin and shit like that. They played high school football. for some reason, band practice, they're in these like individual like tents, and like my man was in this tent holding the tuba's the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a fucking tuba. The tuba don't fit in the fucking tent. It's all stretched out. His head's up against the fucking tent wall.
He's a big dude.
And he's trying to blow on that bitch, and he can't. They're like, dude, why?
The band people have it hard enough. Now they got to shut them in these little
I guess you
individual
can't.
tents.
Yeah, right. It's like high school's hard enough for people in the band at most high schools, unless you go to like a high school like Drumline in Atlanta.
Where they recruit you for it.
Yeah, and Nick Cannon's there.
Yeah.
But fucking the dude playing the tuba, I guess you can't wear a mask and play an instrument.
That and you're blowing all like that saliva. That dude, them fucking
God,
instruments
Just
get wet.
spitting
Just
right inside
It's
there.
a cesspool in there.
Go 6 feet apart and call it a day. Like, don't shove. You can't shove these kids in fucking tents, but they did.
The funny thing is that tents were like it was an invention for like people to use during soccer games so they wouldn't get rained
Wouldn't
on.
get cold. Yeah, so see-through like plastic like tents.
And the dude's pushing this hard. Like he was like, "This is a great idea." He's
Yeah,
trying to
he's
get
the
all
guy
the,
that invented the tent.
Yeah, he wants all the schools to buy them now. I'm like, dude, this is fucking
What
nuts.
the tuba condoms?
Yeah, but like people were buying them. Like it was on Shark Tank before. Like people were buying them. You like sit at a soccer game.
Right.
It's like a little. But it wasn't meant to hold a fucking 300-pound dude with a tuba. His fucking head's like this, smushed up against the thing. He's trying to play Kenny G. You know what I mean?
I would go to a high school basketball game and like watch these guys walk out in a tent and
Yeah.
fucking blow on their flutes.
Guys, if you're at Alder Ice,
Oh my god,
People
dude.
are just like running into your tent, knocking you
Oh,
over.
dude.
You're gonna lose your furniture because you're blowing on your tuba.
yeah.
Like it's gonna be a fucking mess. Like you said, dude, band kids have it hard enough. Why are you doing this to them?
Right.
Give them a fucking
Just take a
break.
test every day or take their temperature. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I like the idea of 6 feet apart. Don't put them in their own little fucking isolation containment units. I'm like, dude, people. If it was at All Race, people would have been pushing these dudes' tents over.
Oh, it'd be like
Yeah, no
domino effect.
Mike Tursi.
Mike Tursi probably would have killed 3 of them.
Yeah.
Dude, remember they used to have the what the fuck was it? In between the gym, the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The curtain.
Dudes would be like dudes would be getting picked off behind the curtain. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, people would crack. So it was a giant divider that like just separated Alder Ice's gym in like half, pretty much. And like you could crack it open if you're playing like dodgeball or something. You throw one off the girls' heads or like fucking a dude's head.
Or if like
whatever's on the other
somebody
side.
was like standing there, like you could see their outline was on the tent.
Yeah, and
You just come over and like give them like a good bum rush.
Yeah, say you accidentally bumped into the divider. They go.
Yeah.
They
Or
go
you check
flying.
someone through it.
Yeah,
like
check
when you were
some.
playing.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, gym hockey got pretty intense.
Yep, sure did.
Remember, dudes would be playing goalie and like no equipment.
Yeah, just
Nah,
dudes
nah.
slapping.
Dudes would be hacking them on their fucking chin.
With a plastic stick, you know what I mean?
Gym's crazy because you just like you could have a gym at like 7:20 in the morning, and then you got to go in there and like get all sweaty and fuck or go swimming.
Dude, I had swimming first thing in the morning.
So did I, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Nightmare, yeah. Like,
'Cause
well,
dudes
I gotta
think-
get ready for school and go jump in this fucking pool now.
Yeah,
Remember
you
we
jump
had
in the
it,
pool
we
and
had
then
it last period of the day. We had to like come back to school just to go to fucking gym.
Yeah, because you needed all,
'Cause
you
you
needed
had
all
to
your
have
gyms.
it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I like swimming. I didn't mind.
I didn't mind.
I wasn't one of them guys like I ain't gonna fucking swim. I'm gonna get a
I
doctor's. I'd jump in that motherfucker.
I jumped. Yeah, I didn't mind it like most dudes did, but like I didn't like going in the first thing in the fucking morning. I was like,
No, it's freezing, especially in the
Freezing.
wintertime. You're going in there like I gotta get in this
Yeah.
pool.
What did you do? Like, what? Because I never went to that. What did you do in the pool? Did you play
Wait,
like
what class did you go to?
machine operations? That's about it.
There was a hoop.
Yeah,
You
there
could
was.
play basketball. You could dive. You practice your diving in the deep end.
Nyberg would divide the people that could fucking swim and the people that couldn't. And if you were allowed to go in the deep end, you pretty much got a free pass for
Yeah.
the day. Then he tried to teach the other dudes like how to swim or like
What
teach them a
other
couple
dudes?
stroke. Fucking, I don't know. There was a bunch of dudes. There was a lot of dudes that couldn't swim. It was surprising. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, teach my swim.
Teach 'em how to
Sink
swim.
That's
or-
what
That's why
Nyberg's
we're
in it
there.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah. What a fuck.
he gave everyone floaties and said, "Knock
Dude, the one time I fucking was so excited, I went and jumped in the fucking shallow end
I was just gonna say, I remember that,
and
dude.
smashed my fucking head and laid there like, did I just fucking break my neck?
Yeah,
Or
you're
do
lucky
I have
you
a
came
good
up.
cut? Dude, I'm like laid there like, oh my god, like
He was like Will Ferrell in Old School.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
laying
I'm
at the
like-
bottom of the pool, dude.
that was like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever did, and like luckily
Came out of it.
Yeah, you're lucky to come out of it in a wheelchair. Seriously.
I know.
We got a lot of corn dicks here.
dude." And then, like, yeah, last but not least, so this actually got resolved, but it was a ongoing controversy. So the artist formerly known as Mr. Potato Head, now just Potato Head, has gone back to Mr. Potato Head because they want him to be gender neutral.
Wait, so he's no longer Mr. Potato
Yeah,
Head.
he's back to Mr. Potato because
they moved it back.
they finally realized there's Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head.
Right. That's that was going to be my point of argument. Like, there's a Mrs. What the fuck do they want?
But they were complaining that the Mrs. doesn't get equal rights because when they do parades and stuff, it's always it's so fucking stupid. I can't believe we're talking about that.
So fucking
but
stupid.
they're saying that they want equal rights for the potatoes. So if the one potato's in the Macy's parade,
John's gonna have an aneurysm.
The Mrs. Potato has to do like another parade, like say like.
I mean, this seems to make sense to me.
Why do you have them holding hands? Go parade together.
Did you ever see how big the potato is? You're not getting. There's like 30 some ropes to hold the one Mr. Potato. You're not linking to them together.
I think I'd like to be a float guy in a parade one time.
Yeah, it wouldn't
hold
be
a string.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad job. I don't know what it pays.
I want to drive the float. Like I'll be behind the scenes.
Like an Animal House.
Yeah.
Where it just drives into shit. But that's
this is the whole thing that confused me about this because there's a Mrs. Potato Head.
But they're like I'm saying but their argument was like because people say there's Mrs. Potato, but Mrs. Potato Head's never in a parade. And I'm thinking, who the fuck? Like you have to be like, and I'm sorry, like you're completely fucking insane if you observe that. If you observe that it's like against women that Mr. Potato Head's getting all the recognition.
I bet you the big Potato Head put this together to sell some more potato heads.
You never know. We're talking about look at where we're talking about them.
It wasn't even that fun to play with.
Get a bunch of feminists go out to buy Mrs. fucking potato heads. They're probably flying off the shelves right now. They're gonna be
a week.
The new thing on eBay.
Lose all the pieces.
Yeah, Zebra's gonna be selling potato heads on fucking eBay.
He got a vintage one for sale right now.
Yeah, it was in my mom's fridge 30 years ago. It grew its own eyes, nose. But the Mr. Potato Head might have been overall probably one of the worst toys growing up. There's not much you could do it. You could.
I want to see what these people look like that are really like. I want to know one person's like, you know what, dude, this was something that needed to be addressed.
Who
are you?
Who comes up with this shit?
Someone with way too much fucking free time, obviously.
You have to have. If that's your number one concern, like I can't believe Mr. Potato Head gets all. Then one they forgot about Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Or Miss Potato Head doesn't get enough play.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that was the thing. Because everyone came out and said, and I started reading the comments. And I'm like, this is fucking nuts.
Was people like agreeing with it?
No, but someone commented like
that's something we could all get behind as a country.
Yeah, it was like
we're all coming together over potato heads.
Yeah, like just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Like, and they already made the float, and those things are expensive to make, so they're not making the Mrs. Potato Head one. Like,
you'd be surprised,
dude. Switch the lips out. You figure it out.
Which lips?
Yeah.
Got him, Sciulli. He's talking about her vagina.
Miss Potato Head looks like she got lip injections. Anyway,
she does, dude.
We can give a shout out now. Would that?
Yeah, to Robert Cronin.
Robert Cronin and his wife Liz. Thanks for listening. Those are big fans.
Yeah, Robert Cronin, good dude. So, quick funny story about him. So, this dude was like messaging me on Facebook, and I'm thinking it's RJ Cronin, and he's talking about baseball cards and sports cards. I'm like, all right. So I call him.
Right up your alley.
Yes, I call him. I'm like RJ. I'm on my way to Target, and he goes, I'm Robert. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Who's Robert? I'm Robert Cronin. I'm like, holy fuck! I thought I was talking to RJ for the past 2 months. But then Robert. I'm like, I know who you. He's a cool dude. So thanks for listening, man. We really appreciate it. You and your wife.
We had another listener give us a corn dick of the week.
Oh yeah.
Gerber putting heavy metals in baby food and other fucked up shit. So there's like lead and like arsenic and shit. Like I get very very small amounts into baby food. Huh? You think you want to get that out of there, right?
Yeah.
My thing is where do you find lead and arsenic to even put it into the fucking baby?
It must be in like a main ingredient where it's just there's a little dabble in it.
I mean, I can understand a couple shavings, like maybe
for your
from the
immune
machinery
system.
or something. But
arsenic?
Yeah, arsenic. Yeah,
yeah, I might have made that up. The arsenic part, definitely lead.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Arsenic's poison, dude.
Yeah. But it wasn't good shit. Dude, I remember I worked at Panera back in the day when I was in high school. And the manager told me, like, what's the FDA? That's the Food and Drug Administration. Yeah. They allow so much rat hair in every jar of peanut butter. Yeah. And I'm like, and then my man, like, in high school, I was kind of picky, you know what I mean? And I was like, you just fucking, I love peanut butter. He ruined peanut butter for me for probably like a good 6 months, and then I quit Panera and like forgot about him and started smashing peanut butter again.
I heard that too. They told us that in 8th grade at St. Rosalia's. Mr. Arby told us that.
I didn't pay attention to what Arbuckle had to say too often.
But he was saying that was like one of the last times I attended school was back in 8th grade, and I remember him saying it because like people were there was like a mutiny about because we weren't getting our. It was some go up because we weren't getting Mexican pizza at lunch, and we were like supposed to. We loved Mexican because remember the 7th and 8th graders would get the. Sometimes you get the benefit of it because there'd be so much leftover food, and sometimes you get the shaft because they'd run on Mexican pizza and you get regular pizza and stuff. He's like, well, we got peanut butter and jelly. And it got brought up. He was like, "Yeah, do you even guys know anything? Do you do any research?" Like at the time, we had no internet. No one's like, "No."
Yeah, Arby, we're reading books.
Yeah,
we're reading the New York Times.
Yeah, like you fucking corn dick.
The peanut butter section.
He was like, "Yeah, in peanut butter they allow so much rat hair. It was rat feces too."
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So we just
you don't need to know everything.
No, you don't need to know most things.
No, you don't.
Ignorance is bliss.
It truly is.
Too much information anymore. It's driving me insane.
Like, yeah, I Google everything. Like when it comes to especially when it comes to like cooking stuff, I guess it's very helpful. But I'd figure it out if I didn't have Google.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it tastes like shit, guess what? Don't do that again.
You just check it on 1,500 times.
You know what Google does? The thing about Google is like you'll be talking.
It's good for porn.
Well, it's good for that. But I used to just like to make shit up and lie, and now people.
Yeah,
fact
that
check
sucks. I love lying.
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, like we'd be watching a movie, like, yeah, too bad that dude's dead."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "No, is he dead?" But like, yeah, he got run over by a train. And they'd be like.
Yeah, I'll be
beep,
like,
beep, beep. And like, no, he didn't. Look right here on Google. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
I'll be in mid-lie, and I can see Leany already typing. Like, you already ruined this.
Sciulli was definitely good for like if he didn't know something, he wouldn't say I don't know. He'll make some shit up.
Yeah, let me get my fib off.
And then I'll just argue with you.
I'll be regurgitating your fucking lies.
Yeah.
Like, no, you idiot.
And
that's not true.
Nothing makes me more happy when I notice that. Like when someone like repeats a lie that I like put out in the universe, and I'm like, idiots. I don't lie about important shit. I don't lie about funny stuff, then in hopes that people repeat it, and then fucking
like
then like a month later, and I'm like, oh, I made that up. It's the best feeling. It's almost like a Joe Mama joke. Getting a Joe Mama joke off.
Oh, so Jack got me the other day with Joe Mama.
I did get you with a Joe Mama,
and it's you know what? Like I think that you'll be able to get people with Joe Mama until the end of time. It almost makes me wish I had a brother named Joe.
Yeah.
Because it's my go-to thing. It's like, Joe's into that? And you're like, Joe Mama? I'm like, fuck, he got me good, too. It was on the bench.
It's definitely the best thing my brother's ever done for me, being named Joe.
Yeah. But, like, yeah. Even my dad's name was Joe, anything, you know? Too bad I don't know his fucking name. So, anyway, my brother in arms this week, this was a fucking great story that Jack sent me. So, this guy used a lifelike mannequin so he could use the carpool lane. This is a tale as old as time.
It is.
I think Seinfeld did an episode about this.
No, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Seinfeld did too.
I think Seinfeld did the mannequin. Curb Your Enthusiasm. He picked up a hooker.
Yeah,
he used the hooker for the carpool lane. We don't. I mean, I never even been in a carpool lane in Pittsburgh.
The HOV lane.
The HOV.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's just I've never been in that lane either.
No, it's always closed. I don't know when the fuck it's open.
HOV lane. Remember people were going down the wrong way
Yeah.
on the HOV lane?
It was like HOV lane, more like lane. What the fuck?
Yeah, the dude was like, I'm gonna open these gates, but I didn't close those ones. Yeah. The motherfuckers were going like head on.
Because you can go like 80 to 90 miles an hour in the HOV lane.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in other states, and you just fly. There's no. I've never seen a cop like on the side of HOV lane. Especially now, they got the Easy Pass lanes. Like going up to like through like Baltimore and shit, they're fucking awesome, dude.
You don't even have to slow down.
You don't got to slow down. If you have the Easy Pass, you can just go. I have no idea what the fuck I don't know what they cost, but who cares? Because I'm blowing my
stop.
Yeah.
Easy, dude. I went through some tolls, dude. You don't even go to stop anymore. They just take a picture and send you a bill.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I got an Easy Pass. That was like one of the most mature things I think I ever done was like going to John Eagle and get myself an Easy Pass.
Yeah, I'm about to. My big adult moment was getting a Costco membership.
That's big.
It is. I'm like everyone's now. And then I got my driver's license, and it's like fuck. Now I'm like really grown up. And then like next they're talking about me getting a passport. I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
really
slow
do
down.
so much.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
But this guy, he dressed his mannequin up. He had a hat on him. He had a wig. He had shades. He layered them up. He had like a flannel with a coat on. Like the cop. I mean, if I'm a cop and I pull a guy over, I'm like, keep on going, buddy.
Yeah,
you're killing.
At least you put maximum.
It's
effort.
definitely
Right.
It's definitely like a neighbor that ratted him out. Like fucking, they see a mannequin in his car every day and was like fucking. blah, blah, blah. Fucking driving around with a mannequin so he used the HOV lane. People are miserable. I hate them.
The weird thing is, like, it makes me think, like, is that really what he was doing, or was it a fucking sex doll he was banging? He was like,
What if
they
they're
caught
going on
him-
a date?
Listen,
Yeah.
it's your mannequin.
Yeah.
Right.
What if he's like, this is my wife?
Yeah.
like that
This is
one.
my lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're going through all that trouble, like, you kind of just gotta let the guy go. Like, if he, I mean,
Right.
because he did put a lot of effort into dressing up. It wasn't like a bald-headed mannequin with its tits out. It was like fully dressed. Like,
Yeah, it was a fella.
yeah, you know,
Good
it was
looking.
a Mister.
Business
well
casual.
Yeah. Oh man, what else?
How about this fucking coach beat a team in, I think, where was this?
Washington.
Washington.
once got
161-2.
Hoops.
women, girls basketball.
Back to
Girls basketball.
back to women's. We're a women's basketball podcast. 161-2 is just the dude they suspended the coach, and I was like reading. I actually read this article for a little bit. The coach won like 3 games by like 90 so far, and then like the other team that lost 2 games by like 70 already. Like, dude, if you're like getting beat 161-2 and by like 70 points like every
You
like
should
a couple,
you should just not even have a team.
no, could you imagine trying to get your parents to show up to that game?
Right. And the
What
thing,
what grade? This is high school.
It was high school, yeah.
so, to score 100.
161.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they must have literally have been pressing the whole time. That part I could see getting annoying. Like, if you're like full court or like full court pressing them, the girls, because you have to be shooting the ball. You're scoring what? It's like 8 points a minute because because there's only 12 minutes.
Plus
and
they run the clock. You know they run the clock in the second half.
right. So I mean, dude.
Listen, I'm no handicapper, but 161 in a girls' basketball game—that's enough points to get the over in.
What was the other one the other day? It was 61-0.
Yeah,
That we were talking. We were like, damn, that was a lot of points.
just
If you were
100
the other
more
coach,
points.
wouldn't you want to choke the dude that's beating your team like that?
But
Like,
do you
listen,
think
asshole.
you know how competitive that other coach probably beat the shit out of the
Yeah,
coach?
I mean, this
whose
guy
team sucks.
Got to be a giant asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinks he's fucking coaching UConn's women's basketball. and fucking
Yeah.
Probably like slams a clipboard on the fucking court a bunch of times. Definitely wears a suit.
We didn't want them to. He's like, how'd they score? We were We were only up by 148 now. Like, what
Probably
the
has
fuck?
good hair. Yells a lot.
He shaved. He's a bald headed dude.
You think he's a bald-headed guy?
I seen the. They showed the dude.
Let me see this guy.
I'm pulling. I can't put him on the thing.
Well, that's disappointing. I thought he had nice hair.
Nah,
Yeah,
he-
in my mind's eye, I thought he did
Yeah.
too. You know?
I
He
just
was
picture
dressed
Bobby
real
Knight,
slick, and he was just
like
a
Coach K or
cocksucker.
something.
Yeah,
No, this
yeah.
dude looks like a maniac.
Wonder what the celebration was.
Is that the guy?
Uh,
Yeah, he looks like an asshole.
Yeah, he does. Definitely has a suit on. Do you think the poor girl that scored the 2 points like got a little cocky?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you're getting, at least you didn't get shut out.
Right, she running down the court. I put the
Yeah,
deuces
put the
up.
twos up. Just put the double gun back in the holster.
You might as well have fun with it. You're getting your ass kicked that bad.
161. Like you said, we've been on the other side of some ass whoopings. All you could do is laugh at some point,
Yeah.
and then go in the shower.
We're
and-
getting a fight.
Yeah, get in a fight. Go in the shower and clean your turf burn. Cry.
Yeah, that fucking turf burn. That was
That was
rough.
crazy. I still can't grow hair in certain places.
I have to imagine though that there has to be like just like thinking of like how we grew up. There had to be parents at some point like start screaming shit at this coach.
Dude,
like,
if that happened to like us and we were getting beat 161,
Our
our
parents would've
parents
been
would have been fighting.
Yeah,
like, that is
100%.
my mom would have been swinging on people. I mean,
Right. I mean, you got to think about it. Them other, like I said, I don't know what type of like players going against a player. It's got to be like a total disadvantage.
it was an academy. They were an academy.
So they
like,
recruit and they probably ran
Right.
into like
yeah, a Winchester Thurston or something like
right
that.
somebody who's not going to play dirty either. And
Yeah, some real
take
small
out your
school.
best player's
Right.
knee.
yeah, I mean 161.
But yeah, you're definitely right about the parents like fighting. My mom stormed the court before in the St. Rosalia's game.
Did she?
Yeah.
Don McGee?
Nah, it's St. Stevens.
She was in an away game.
It was. Well, I mean, it was down St.
Your
Stevens.
mom,
It
I
wasn't that away.
wouldn't fuck with your mom. She
Nah,
was,
I don't.
yeah. She was on Hazelwood. Was she dropping bows on people?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. We were for some reason we played St. Stevens was just the Hazelwood. We were St. Rosalia's, Greenfield. St. Stevens was Hazelwood. We all played football together. We all played baseball together. We played basketball against each other, and we played 3 times. We weren't in the same section. The coaches just put games together and made us play each other 3 times. It was insane. Like they never came to McGee, so we had to go down there every fucking time. So the third game, like temperatures are like people are hot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There was the past 2 games. There's a lot of shit that's going on. We almost fought. Eddie and Moo, who are like 2 of my best friends, are on the other team, and like it's just fucking me and Carlo are like the other 2 dudes on fucking the St. Rosalia's team. It was weird. So the last game we go down there, fucking it is packed, jam packed. Fucking Carlo fucking writes carves GF, HWK, all kinds of crazy shit into the stands. So like we're like in the fourth quarter. I'm at the foul line. This dude starts like they thought it was me because I was like I was the hated dude on the other on St. Rosilia's. Starts talking shit. I'm like shooting free throws. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? And then like I looked at old Carlo and he got that smirk on his face. And I'm like, did you just like carve Greenfield across their whole entire fucking bench? So I can tell the dude to shut the fuck up. I'm shooting my free throw. He rushes the court and tackles me. Pandemonium fucking breaks out. Fucking, and the next thing I know, my mom is like out on the court. I'm like trying to get up, and like she jumped on this dude, and like my mom and Carlo were like jumping this kid. Carlo was laying boots when my mom had him on the ground. It was fucking insane. Girls were like, cheerleaders were like fucking punching us and shit. It was seriously nuts. And then like we're friends. We're all like friends. Even like the dudes like we don't get along. We're still like, we all hoop together up McGee together in the summer. Like Hazelwood and Greenfield are separated by a street.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right.
So we're all boys, and some of us are really close friends. And like, and Eddie start talking shit. I'm like, you shut the fuck up, man. Like, I mean, like it was a strange.
Moo was talking shit.
Moo was talking.
That's so
shit.
weird because he played football in Greenfield.
Yeah, everybody
Wasn't he on
did.
your baseball team? Wasn't he on the Mets?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, he played
did.
baseball.
Yeah, he played Greenfield baseball. Like it was so strange. But yeah, my mom rushed the fucking court. It was nuts.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I swear, I don't know if I told that on here yet before or not.
No,
That's
no,
the first
that's
time
the
I've
first
the
time.
best
Yeah.
story I ever heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carlo carving up a bench and then your mom and Carlo jumping some dude to beat you up. That's the greatest story I ever heard.
Can you just imagine being like shooting a free throw and just get like tackled from the side? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That would be fucking nuts.
Do we know the dude that tackled you?
You probably know him, but like most people wouldn't.
Right.
Chance was on like St. Stephen's team because he got kicked out of St. Rosilia's. You know what I mean? Dude, it was just such a crew of people. It was so weird. Man.
Was Chance like talking shit for St. Because he's the type of dude.
No,
that
he
did-
wasn't. Like I remember Chance like actually just trying to like break shit up and staying pretty neutral. If I can remember.
That's
correctly.
not like shit. I mean,
But what are you gonna do? It was
Yeah.
it was so strange. Like it was funny though. I mean, look at the story.
so like Jack sent me this other story and he was like asking my opinion on it. This was a pretty crazy story. So there's a dude on an airplane and his company, he has like an anxiety issue, so they bought 2 seats for him. He purchased.
Well,
they bought him a seat.
He bought one and then he bought one for himself because he was nervous because he didn't want to be around anybody.
Right. So he's sitting. I'm assuming he's sitting on the end. There's a seat left in the middle, and then there's a girl, like a younger girl, like a teenager, sitting at the window. So like halfway through the flight, this woman comes down. He said like I don't know if she was drunk or whatever, but it was the girl's mom sat down and started like talking to the girl, like hugging her and stuff. And he was like, "You gotta go." You know, he's like, "I bought that seat.
It's my seat.
It's my seat. I bought it." And then like she flipped out and like. Oh, like what else happened? Like,
I mean, she like refused to get up, and he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell the stewardess that like you know what I mean. It's my seat. Like just get up. Like I feel for you. You want to sit next to your daughter, but like I have crazy anxiety issues. Like I bought this seat. This ain't Southwest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking there's assigned seats. Go sit in your seat." She refused to get up. He snitched on her, and they made her get up, and she threw like a major hissy fit. And I just think like, who's the asshole here? I think she's the asshole.
She is,
Yeah.
If he asked her calmly, like explain the situation, she was like, "Nah, fuck you."
Yeah, the way of course, he framed it himself during
on
this.
Reddit, yeah.
Like, where like I don't know, like it seemed like he was a pretty normal dude because he even said like I kind of feel like a dickhead like looking back on it, but like I just hate flying and like I had to fly for work.
But
and
if he went out of his way to buy that
That's
extra
what I
seat,
mean.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
you
he bet the
earn
money.
that's your fucking seat.
that's what I mean.
You
If
can
like,
do whatever you want with it.
if an overweight person buys an extra seat, that's their seat. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like fucking, it just is what it is. And
Right,
then-
I'd be mad
You
if
should
I,
be like, "Listen, dude, I bought this extra seat. I'm laying down.
yeah, it's my seat.
Scoot."
Get
right,
out of
He
here.
paid X amount of dollars for it, but like he said that when the stewardess or whatever came over, like asked him like, "Are you serious?" He was like, "Yes." Like they shouldn't have. I don't even think they should have put him in a position to be like, "Are you serious?" They should have just been like, "This isn't your seat. You know that."
Well, was the daughter like super young and she got?
She was a teenager, I think. He said.
Yeah, I don't know. They just seemed like the mom wanted to sit with her daughter.
Right.
I don't know. I can't put my like. Of course, if that was me, like, okay, what the fuck do I care? But I don't have crazy anxiety about flying.
Right.
So,
you would probably
claustrophobic. You want into space.
You probably want a Bluetooth seat.
Right, of course. And buying another seat, it's not like a fucking. Hey, I spent $25 on another seat. You spend another $300-400.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It seemed like she was being the asshole.
Yeah, it was. I take that dude's side on that. You know?
I agree.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs.
Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza of the Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're about to get What's Grinding Our Gears kicked off by Espolon Tequila. Cheep, cheep. Johnny Valentine, it's on you to get it started, buddy.
All right. So I go to Seven Springs this weekend, right? And like I said, it was packed. So there's restaurants there. I want to go in this one restaurant. For some reason, they don't take your name, though. You just stand there in line, and they come and get you.
That's insane.
Now this is like it's like a half wall type restaurant I'm trying to go in, and there's two openings. So I'm in one line that's like waiting there, watching all these fucking people eat, watching people looking to snake my table. You know what I mean? There's a lot of anxiety going on. I got 3 kids. I'm waiting. It's about an hour.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. I walked up on the one table and it was dirty. She's like, "You can't do that, sir. You got to go back. Well, COVID." I'm like, "Whatever. I bought that table." You know what I mean? I'm not listening. I'm hungry.
Right.
I'm hungry. My kids are hungry. I stood there for an hour. I see this dude over there looking like pointing at my table.
There's not enough places to eat up here. There never has been.
Dude, and there was like I said, there was a lot of people, and then I'm watching this table full of teenage girls, and they got a 6 top. There's 4 of them eating one fry at a time, taking selfies,
having fun
forever.
With pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit. Don't realize there's a line of people out there that want that table.
What are these
You
chicks
inconsiderate
do?
little bitch.
Enjoying yourself.
Enjoying yourself.
You don't see a
drinking
selfie.
mimosas.
Yeah, they were probably 14, 15 years old.
Drinking your Sprites.
I hated everybody. I was watching, dude. Then these other people trying to pull.
How long does it take to eat a chicken sandwich, guy?
Chew, motherfucker.
Dude, I've never been this stressed out ever. Besides trying to make sure people don't get me and this dude behind me.
Shit like that gives me major anxiety.
Major.
it drives me nuts.
I'll turn all red and shit.
Yeah, and I'll be
going
looking
on?
around. I'll get real short with you, like fucking, like, dude, just
Dude,
give
people,
me,
just
take my name and
like,
send me a text message.
just
It's
send, dude,
2021.
just take my name, call me.
Yeah,
And dude, like
these kids are losing their shit. Do you see them?
But dude, this two top, which lucky I had 5. They like must have had their friends there, and they came over like, hey. So their friends walk up and say, "What's up?" And they pull the old switcheroo. Like nobody fucking sees them. You know what I mean?
So
I'm
the
like,
two
that-
got up and left,
and
the
they
two-
sat down. They thought they were slow, slick. But this lady, like,
Did you
hey,
snitch on them?
I didn't snitch on them. It was a party of 5. I wanted
Yeah.
to.
Oh, so you're all right. Yeah, it wasn't really affecting.
So
you.
like, yeah, but I'm like, that's like, what do you think? Everybody else is an asshole? Like everybody gonna wait in line, but not you two fucking.
The old 52 fake out.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta applaud their attempt.
I would have done the
But dude,
same
they did get
thing.
away with it because like there was me and this other dude had like his like 4 kids and I had 5, and like they were like the lady did call him out like there's a line of people you just can't do that, and then like she asked. But like there was definitely like then I got my table and the dude behind me like was going through it. 'Cause there was like this one dude came up like, yo, can I get this table right here? This that like this they're gone. You know what I mean? Like I'll just
Yeah.
wait till you clean it. And like this lady was regulating, but I didn't know how good of a regulator she was.
Because
So
sometimes you could punk people in that situation,
Yeah.
and like fucking, because some people are very pushy when it comes to
this
that. shit.
dude, there was a lot of pushy people.
That's when I get like mad. Like, follow the rules. We live in a society here, dude. Get in line. This is crazy. We're sitting in line, but those are the rules, dude. Like,
Yeah.
chill the fuck out. How average was the food?
The food was good, and I
Really?
slammed like 2 beers because like
Calm down.
dude, I had to calm down.
I want to ask you something. Like, so I don't have kids, but like I can imagine. Like, so you're in line. You got 3 kids. The dude's in line. He got 4 kids. Do you like bond with another dude when you're going through hell
Big
like
time.
that?
Yeah,
Dude?
That was my dude. He finally, dude. It
Are
took
we
a-
best friends?
dude,
Yeah.
it took him like another like 20 minutes to get his table.
And you were feeling for him,
Dude,
huh?
when he came up, I gave him the thumbs up, and he gave me like, I'm gonna crush some bruises.
Yeah, you should have sent him a beer.
Hey, do you
over.
happen to have any cocaine?
Yeah, right. Like, what you had? You guys on Facebook or anything? Yeah, that was my dude right there.
Oh man.
He was like, this fucking food better be good.
I mean, kids in Seven Springs got to be a challenge to begin with.
Dude, kids in it, like the
It's-
hotel room was nice. It was small. But hotel rooms aren't built for little kids
Yeah.
who want to run around and go fucking nuts. And like I said, it was a nice hotel room. It wasn't that big though.
Yeah, I'm sure as soon as they get in there, they think it's like, oh, this is cool, and then that probably wears off pretty quick.
Dude, what are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
nothing.
My
Yeah,
kids
right.
want to go and open the safe and close the safe. Fucking, so all yours beep boop beep beep beep. beep. You know, it's like, oh my god, quit touching a fucking safe, dude. You know?
Yeah. The whole weekend, like with that many people, there was like a lot of anxiety.
What? Yeah, right. Because I mean, kids with like like you go to the beach or like
It
snow.
was like it would be like I told
Did
Stan,
you go tubing?
dude, the tubing. There were so many people, like it was sold out.
Yeah, but I believe that.
So like
Is that what you told your kids? The kids had sold up.
I wanted to go tubing. Anything to get out of that room, I'd have done. I
Yeah.
went mini golfing, and I had the time of my life.
Do they still got that fucked up bowling alley? Down
Yeah,
there?
with 3 lanes, it was
Yeah.
a 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was an
I
ice.
got big plans for that bowling alley.
Dude, there was an ice cream shop that was like 50 people deep. Like, dude, there
That's
was
what I
too many
mean about
people.
up there. There's not enough. Like, they have one ice cream shop. They have one pizza shop.
yeah.
The pizza shop is fucking terrible, but it's jam packed
Terrible.
constantly.
Jam packed, and then like the security ordered like 20 pizzas at a time. I'm sitting there waiting for my half plain, half pepperoni. Like, and then like
I'm gonna need another
ski
beer.
patrol's
Dude,
getting
I
another
can't
50
believe you had
pizza.
14-year-old girls eating, having fun. You had security fucking eating. What the fucking piece of shit?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like, did they know I'm coming? Dude, like, I told dude, like it's like literally dragging like 3 little kids through like a Steeler game sober.
Yeah.
Like them 2 beers I ate at dinner. That's all I drank.
Oh.
Well, that's where you.
And like I'm like, you know, like my kids, they don't know. They're like walking in front of people, you know.
It's easy to lose a kid up there too. I would
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
Because everybody looks the same. Everyone's all bundled up.
Yeah.
It's like a Home Alone situation.
Yeah, right.
When he's chasing his dad through their Home Alone deuce.
Rosato takes the wrong kid back to the room. Like, you're not my kid.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a
You're
lot
here
of
now.
little kids up there. Like there was a lot of people. Like I'm like, man, not only people that brought like younger children, but people had strollers.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
a
there's a
yeah.
lot of kids up there. People with kids got to do shit too.
They do, and like I guess
There was a lot of kids down in Coupe de Ville.
There was a ton of kids down Coupe de Ville, you know, and it was funny because like when I was me and DC like got in that corner and finally got on the bubble hockey, and DC was like we were playing like 4 or 5 games, and this like lady and this like kid looked like. DC was like, best of 7, huh? And I never heard.
Yeah,
Dude,
go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Get out of here.
Yeah, like go over there. There's fucking all kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Go play NBA Jam. You'll love it.
Mortal Kombat right over there, back in the corner.
Here's a quarter, kid. Dude,
Get lost.
he said he put $20 in the quarter machine because that's all he had.
Yeah.
And then you and him were supposed to play a bunch of games, and you just bounced on him.
Yeah.
So he's had $19.75 worth of quarters in his pocket the whole entire night. He was ready to kill someone.
Well, dude, no, because I ate my chicken sandwich first. I'm like, all right, dude, I want to go like play some games. So I went and put a 10 in the fucking machine, got quarters, and it was enough quarters to last me. So DC comes over, we're just using my quarters. DC was like, I guess he felt guilty because he's all rich, you know, and I'm not. So he's like, he was like, let me put a 20 in there and get us some more quarters, Michael. So he got 20 in quarters.
Big timed you.
Next thing I know, I'm like, all right, dudes, I'm gonna see you later. They're starting to get in. I'm like, it's time for me to roll. DC got a fucking safe full of change. It was so many quarters. $20 in quarters
That's
is
a lot.
like
That's
two.
heavy. That's a heavy pocket.
It's 2 handfuls. You know what I mean? He tried giving me quarters on the way out, like I was fucking 8 years
That's
old.
what he came over to the table and pulled him out like, dude, you dudes want to play games? We never like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants your quarters. We got enough money to get our own quarters.
He did. I did go home and
But if I did want to play
$5 in
games,
quarters.
I would have took those quarters.
Yeah, I took some of them. You know, I was like, fuck it, maybe one of these are silver.
Yeah, that adds up.
So they had a bunch of like old school arcade games.
Yeah.
It's all right down there.
Yeah, I mean, was there like some Ninja Turtles? That used to be my shit back then.
No, there was no Ninja Turtles. Like, I don't know.
Bunch of pinball machines.
Bunch of
Yeah,
pinball machines. Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. I could have done it better.
Oh, Big Shoals, what's going on, dude?
All right, so I was talking about last week getting my kids fish, right? Remember I was talking about that? So,
Explain that
As a
situation.
pet, not as like
As a
a
pet,
sandwich.
yeah.
yeah.
I thought he meant a sandwich.
Yeah, so Javina had to have a procedure on her eye, so I told her, like, okay, you go through this, I'll get you a little pet fish. And then, she got a sister, so I got to get 2. So they wouldn't sell to me all, because I guess there's some big fucking law against fish cruelty or some shit. So I had to fight with this lady. She sells me 3 pieces of shit fish. They die immediately. They didn't make it through the night. Right? Like, not even through the night.
Are you a horrible fish parent?
I've had fish though, dude. Like, I don't know if my kids are putting shit in there. I don't know what the fuck's going
How
on.
hot's that like? Cause I've fried some fish before on accident when I was little.
I mean, I don't know. I got a thermometer. It's in the green, dude. Like, well, they tell me it's green, but
Is it a bowl or is it a tank?
no, it's like a tank. It's like
Is it-
3 gallon, 4 gallon.
Dude,
It's not- it's tiny.
fish are finicky little things, man. Like you got to be. I mean, you got to be. I don't know. I
Dude,
don't know
you-
what the secret is.
you-
I've never raised them.
I have no idea. I thought I was good at it. I'm like, oh, fish, of course. I mean, I got fucking kids, dog, which is crazy because you can have a kid way easier. You can't get a fucking fish. You know what I mean?
What was the I don't understand what so they restrict buying fish now.
They're like, how big is your tank? How long has it been running? Because for I
Got to
guess
be running for up the temperature.
beneficial bacteria has to grow in
Yeah.
it or some shit. So the 3 fish die.
How does Kenny would get away with like giving you a bag of fish then?
No
Well, they probably
idea.
don't anymore.
No, this isn't like a 1987 festival,
I
Jack.
haven't been to Kennywood in quite some time. How's the laser loop?
Remember that dude from Dice used to eat the goldfish at like the little.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That
gross.
fucking what was Poot?
No,
Is that Poot?
It was Merv.
Not
Merv.
Marv.
Yeah.
Joe Merv.
Yeah.
Joe
There
Merv.
was another one that was eating them. He ate like 6 of them. Like, dude, that's enough.
That's enough fish.
He was drinking the water too.
Yeah.
That's so fucking gross.
Fish water.
So what are you doing? Going to the pet store every day buying new fish?
Yeah, so I was like, I went back the first day, and then I'm like, the nose fish died like one night, dude. One night wonders, man. They're dying left and right. So I made Rosa go back and get
You
more
burying
fish.
these fish or you flushing
I'm
them?
flushing them right down the toilet, dude. So my
Do
daughter's
the
like,
girls
oh,
have
that
any
must...
idea?
Yeah, they're like,
They
She
just
was
think
like-
fish only last one day.
she was like, they must be sleeping. And then Jen was like, yeah, but their eyes are open. I'm like, well, they don't close their eyes, and they're like floating upside down, like the filter water's just like
The other
pummeling them.
one's eating the dead one, and that one dies.
I'm like, oh fuck.
He's swimming up and nudging it.
I'm like, girls, why don't we get like a hamster or something? You know what I mean?
You
Like-
guys want iPads?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm like, you have a dog. That's all we need. But yeah, so I've been hit.
Fucking dog.
I've been
Yeah,
hit.
I wish you raised your fish or your dog like you did your fish.
That's cold blooded, dude.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Fish. Buying these kids pets is just ridiculous.
Dude, I'll tell you who fucking raised a hell of a fucking reptile was Z-Bird.
Yeah.
With Seymour Butts.
Seymour was alive. So I got Seymour for Christmas when I was 7. You know what I mean? He was a frog. Out there, probably listeners don't know, but I got a frog when I was 7 for Christmas.
You don't think they knew that?
I guess they put And then I got another fish when I was like 10. They survived till I was 18 years old.
Dude, I swear
That's
to God,
crazy.
there was no water in this tank.
And-
Stinky would pour
They
beer
put
in it.
beer in for Seymour. I
Yeah,
remember
man.
that.
Dude,
shit.
Seymour, dude, there's like an inch of water, and Seymour would just be like hanging underneath it.
He liked it like that. I
Just
didn't-
trying to breathe.
Dude, I mean, whatever your trick was, it worked. Dude.
See, if you call me, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
You got to put beer in the bowl.
Yeah, fish love hops.
And blow weed smoke in there.
Yeah.
I think my mom sprinkled some cocaine in there too.
yeah.
That's when Seymour left the tank for a month.
Yeah, she came back all straggly. He had a beard. You know, he's all fucking. He hadn't slept in weeks.
Seymour was down the creek down in Sylvan by Hazelwood, fucking hanging up.
Yeah, he was down the sewer hole. Oh man. Dude, I got like a double gear grinder. So the first one, I've been trying to buy these like baseball card or football cards and hockey cards. And then, like, so if you're out there and you're a listener and you want to help old Z-Bird out and you go to Target or Walmart or CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, or if you see any football cards or any basketball cards, buy them and contact me and I'll pay you double what you paid. Their card values
It's a
are up.
big come up.
It is for someone. I mean, if you go out and spend $100 on cards, I'll give you. Show me a receipt. I'll give you $200. I'm not making it up. I'll give it to you. So anyway, like the line to get cards right now, for some reason, these optic cards and these Panini Prisms and these NBA hoops, it's fucking insane trying to get these cards. So I'm waiting at Target, and like they're like, you can tell the vending guys there because there's a bunch of people standing around. This dude, so I'm standing in line, and you're only allowed 3 items per guy. This dude tries to grab his boy up who just walks in the store and pulls him in front of me. I'm like, nah, dude.
The old chat and cut.
I'm like, nah. He's like, oh, that's my man. I was like, dude, no way. I was like, dude, I'm like 8th. By the time I get there, if that dude goes, I'm not even going to get nothing. And like, I just think, like, I wouldn't fucking. And then I was like,
So what happened there?
nothing to do. Was like, oh, you're really going to act like. I said, dude, I'm not missing out on these cards. You know what I mean? The dude was like, man. And the dude just like, he faked like he was getting in the back of the line and just dipped. So like he was just
So he knew he was fucking you over.
right and just like tried to like bring the dude
Yeah,
in.
fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. And that grinded my gear, but that was one of the small battles I won in life. But yeah, anyone remember that card thing? But like this grinded my gear. So Sunday, my mom was like, she calls me Saturday, like, I got 2 small little jobs at my house. Can you please come over and do them? I said, listen, I don't know if I'm going back to work. I'll come over tomorrow and do them. She was like, okay. Sunday, I get up, get ready to go. I call her. She goes, I was out too late last night. Let's not do it tonight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm ready to go. Like, all right. So I go over there today. I'm like, all right, what do you want me to do? She's like, can you put the handles on my refrigerator for me? Yeah, no problem. Drove 'em right in. All right. See you later, Mom. That was a real brain buster. And then, then she was like, well, I want you to put this up in my bathroom. She wanted that fucking stick-on backsplash covering her whole entire bathroom. And she had fucking, I'm like.
That's
Mom,
some Greenfield shit there.
I'm like, dude, this is going to take like days. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to cut each like little part. And I'm like, dude, I didn't sign up for this. Like, you said 2 little things. I was like, she's like, the other thing was, I wanted you to replace my ceiling fan. I said, I don't know how to what the fuck, dude? I'm like, don't you rent this place?
In her defense, you did have a construction company.
I did Z&Z Construction. It did fall apart, you know what I mean? We didn't put up too many ceiling fans. But, like, she got me over there.
Ceiling fans are a nightmare to put up.
And I'm not, and here's the thing. If it was, like, my place, like, I would have, like, called someone and helped them do it. But, like, she's renting it off Nubs. I'm not trying to burn the pizza shop down. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but like to bring me over there, like to do the thing, and like I'll do anything like to try to help my mom. But like she definitely suckered me in with like I got a small task, so I'm putting these
Yeah,
like
she had you feeling good when you banged out the first project. Like, all
Yeah.
right, what other, like you said, what other brain busters you got, Mom? I'll be out of here in 10 minutes.
so I put
She
these
called
things,
your bluff.
yeah. So then I put these things up, and it's going good. And I'm like, I get like half the bathroom done. Takes a couple hours, and then like I realize I'm like, Mom, I was like, bring me the rest of them. She's like, I don't have any more. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, that's all I bought. I'm like, so you have half your bathroom done with this fucking stick-on backsplash, and the rest is just regular tile. I'm like, it doesn't look right. You need to go get more. She was like, well, you're going to have to go down Big Lots and get it. I said, what? I said, afraid not, my friend. I'm going out to get fucking basketball cards. I said, I'll catch you on the rebound. I'm like, and then she called me back, and now she wants to do something totally different. I'm just like,
She wants you to gut them out of there.
she wants me to rip them off. I'm like, and do something. But she spent like a decent amount of money on these stick-on things. They were like,
Why can't she rip them off?
Jack, I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I think she like if for a minute I'm like, and then like she showed me on the TV how she has like she streams everything now. So she was like, "Look, I watch your podcast." That always suckers me, and I'm like, "Oh, anything for a fan." But like, yeah, that's like a gear grind. Like the dude,
if you buy Zebra some basketball cards, he'll come over and rewire your bathroom for you.
Yeah, whatever you want me to do. Yeah, that was grinding my gear this week.
So my gear grinder kind of goes along with your gear grinder. I hate when you hire somebody to do a job, and then like you have to sit there and they bullshit with you the whole time while they're doing it. You know what I mean? So this dude came over to like fix something, and he was just telling me it was an ice machine, and he was just telling me all about this ice machine, and like, you know what I mean? Like, this one's a piece of junk, and like we should have got this one, and like fucking this always happens to these guys, and fucking they're all pieces of junk no matter what you buy, and blah blah. And every place I ever worked always had an ice machine that always fucks up. It's one of those annoying fucking things you always have to have maintenance on. But this guy just like every step that he do, and like I was like busy. I had other shit going on. I'm on my computer typing. I got people calling me, and he was just talking the whole entire time. Like, guy, fix the ice machine. I give you a check. You leave. Like, what the fuck is going on here? It was insane. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. And part of me, like, feels like an asshole.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, I'll bullshit with you a little bit. It was just, like, non-stop, like, fucking. Like,
he was happy to see someone.
Was your office right near this ice machine?
Dude, we don't have an office.
Couldn't you, like, walk across the other part of the...
I could have, but he was like, didn't even give me an opportunity to do that.
Aggressive.
And plus, like, where I was set up, it was right by the ice machine. I had all my shit out already. So it would have been like a real dickhead move for me to pack all my shit up and walk clear across the fucking building to get away from him.
Turn your back to him and start working again.
I mean, he was a nice guy. It's just like, dude, I don't really give a fuck about this fucking
it's hard
ice
not
machine.
to, like, when somebody wants to bullshit, it's hard to be.
It's not, if you're doing me a favor, of course, I'll stand there next. If I don't know what I'm doing and you're coming over to do me a favor, I'll cook for you, get something whatever you want, like, because you're doing me a favor. But, like, I'm getting gouged for you to fix this ice machine. It should take you 15 minutes. We're on a half hour here, cousin. You're just telling me stories at this point.
What kind of stories?
Like, land the fucking plane.
Good stories?
No, terrible stories.
Ice machine stories.
Ice machine war stories.
You should have seen the ice that we had down over at Lefty's. I mean, I ain't
You
never
should have seen the
anything.
rat I pulled out of the filter of this one.
It was just like, boy. Oh,
Ice
boy.
machine's also a place for rat poop.
Yeah, we don't have any rat poop, but it was fucking.
Not yours.
It was a nightmare. Like, buddy, come on, land a plane here.
Yeah, that's tough. When people, I mean, that's the thing. Like when Burns said to Davis that he had me pinned in the corner. Like, release the hostages, dude.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people just like they'll take you hostage, waiting in line for cards. They do that. Like, you know, what I mean, the dude starts telling me how he's
because
been.
you guys know you have similar hobbies.
We have a common bond, and he starts telling me like I've been doing it and all of the cards he has, and like I don't want to hear it, but then I catch myself doing it to Sciulli.
Yeah, but if he would have caught me like looking on my phone, looking at other ice machines, like, okay, now this guy loves ice machines. He has me here to
or
fix
if
an
I'm
ice
like,
machine.
dude, what do you think about that new Turbo 2000?
Yeah, like, you think I need a bigger rig here?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I ain't getting enough cubes per minute, am I?
Yeah, right. Like, what's your cubage on that in there?
And he's like telling me my plumbing's all wrong. Like, cause I didn't do the plumbing either. Like, come on.
Can you fix it?
Dude, that's funny. Dude, I buy lawn boys online a lot. I don't know why.
Explain to the listeners. Like,
I only use lawn boy lawnmowers. They stopped making them. They stopped making parts. I buy them on Facebook Marketplace.
You're keeping Lawn Boy going.
I have lawn boy's dead.
Yeah,
Or
but, like,
yeah.
But there's a market for like.
There's a market, and
you're
I'm the
keeping
market.
it.
Yeah.
Right. Is that like because that's the only lawnmower you know how to fix?
No, they're two. Well, that's the only one I've ever used. There's
Got
like
it.
they're 2-cycle. They run back. We just like them. The way they cut, it's they're lighter. Anyway, so like, dude, these people I buy them from are like lawn boy enthusiasts, and they want to get into it, and they want to talk lawn boy for like the other. I'm like, I bought two the other day, and dude, I'm like, it's freezing. It's like windy. I don't want to keep you out in the cold. Starts talking about the carburetor and like why this model is it, and the same thing. And I'm just like,
you're gonna have to prime this a couple times before you fire it up again. I get it, buddy.
He's like, you know how to fix that? He's like, what you know? Don't buy. You break the gear off, then you get a soldering. I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna get a soldering gun and redo this wheel.
You hopefully, like, if you do that, then I'll buy it off you.
Yeah, you keep them coming, my man.
Oh man. Well, all right, everybody. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with more of Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about that time of the year, and it looks like all the leaves are falling. Next, the snow comes, and then after that, when the winter clears, you're going to need everything pressure washed. That's why you need to call Rosato & Sons Landscaping, located in Greenfield. Phone number 412-521-9045. Make sure you call Rosato & Sons Landscaping before you call anyone else. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711. And make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm about to wrap up the show with What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
All right, real quick. I ran a poll on Twitter this week. Do you guys put fish, or no, idiot. Do you guys put cheese on your fish fry sandwiches?
No, I don't like fish fries. I'll eat one per Lent.
Yeah.
No cheese.
No cheese.
You know what? I mean, I don't do it religiously, but I've thrown a piece of American on a good old fish fry sandwich.
I don't eat fish.
No, yeah, I don't. I think that fish on a fish fry seems disgusting to me. And I thought it'd be
cheese. You mean?
Yeah, I keep fucking saying that cheese.
Fish on the goddamn fish fry.
About Sciulli's little fishies.
Yeah, cheese on a fish fry sandwich is gross to me. So and I was in an argument with my brother and Eddie online, and I was like, all right, I love a good Twitter poll. So let me poll the people here, and we had like 79 results, and it was real close.
Really?
Yeah.
What cheese? No cheese.
Yeah, I mean, no cheese won, but it was way closer than I thought, which I couldn't believe.
Dude, you got to put the hot sauce, piece of American.
Yeah, no, I can't do the American.
I don't want the American. That's the thing that
And then
it doesn't seem like it goes together.
Well, it doesn't. That's the thing.
I
think I'd rather have a piece of provolone.
I was gonna
Provolone.
say.
You're a cheese guy.
You're a cheese guy, American.
I do it up like a hoagie, like lettuce, tomato, onion.
Really?
Yeah.
You go all
See,
out.
I could see the lettuce. I don't know why the cheese freaks me out.
I do tartar sauce and ketchup, and I caught a ton of heat for that.
I don't like tartar sauce.
Tartar's
either.
good.
I love
I throw
tartar
some
sauce.
tartar.
Actually,
on
I
there.
probably never even tried tartar sauce.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I eat a fish stick like once when I was a kid, and I swear to God, I never looked back.
Fish stick though, that's like that's never even seen a fish, you know.
Right.
I mean, either a church fish fry sandwich is pretty close to a fish stick.
Dude,
a lot of them are like you could tell
big.
that it was once.
Listen,
a
I like
fish.
'em.
Yeah, the ones that are like misshaped.
Yeah, because for me, the fish got to be like super stiff fried. I want it crispy as fuck.
Yeah, well done.
That's the thing. If you get a shitty fish fry, it's like soggy as fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Do you? I don't know if dudes remember. Back in the day, Long John Silver's chicken planks
Fire.
were so fucking good.
They still are.
I was gonna say they still are.
They were
pretty fucking
cooked
good.
to perfection. You know what I mean? Like, the air fryer can capture that same beauty.
Dude, if we're gonna get into some air fryer talk, I threw a piece of salmon in the air fryer today. Fucking bomb.
Yeah, the air
You're
fryer's
welcome.
where it's at.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You and Shuli are
Bacon
welcome.
salmon in the air fryer.
I was like,
That's some white people
I
shit.
kn-
That is some super white people shit right there.
yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's pretty white. It was fire though. All right. Would you give up sports altogether if your dog could live a happy and healthy for as long as you wanted? So your dog can live healthy as long as you're alive or as long as you want it alive, but you can't watch sports at all.
Watch or play.
Watch. Nope, sorry. Give up sports altogether. So,
So you
watch
can't
it.
golf.
Yeah,
Watch
fuck
and
that.
play.
For a dog I don't have, fuck him. No,
What if it was for Lucas?
that dog ran away? I do miss him, but not as much as I
We're going
miss
to take
my
playing
golf.
out of this because, like,
I do know.
what about watching?
Watching? I like to watch. And I like to watch all
So you
sports.
would murder your dog that you
I'm
don't
gonna kill him. He'll die a natural death.
Yeah.
Right? He's not gonna live forever.
Oh, my bitch gonna live forever, dude. Fuck,
Really?
I won't watch no sports. I'll let my dog.
You
live
can
forever.
never put another bet in.
Yeah.
Surely, are you a big gambler?
He likes to
I
put-
go in spurts. Like I mean, for a while I was doing. Oh, jeez. I was betting every fucking game every week. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, it's fun.
it got a little ugly. So I stepped back, but I enjoy a wager or two.
Well, not no more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My dog's my bitch. That's the only one that fucking loves me at my house all the time.
Yeah, if I have to pick Paisley or sports, I'm picking Paisley all day.
Yeah, I'm not taking.
That's
my
it.
dog.
What you got? A teacup?
Yeah.
Yorkie.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, you can't.
Or she
You
wears a
can't
little- she wears a
manufacture
little-
love like that,
Yeah,
bro.
she wears a little fleece. Looks like she works at Old Navy.
She got a Patagonia on.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if it was playing, I don't know. I don't even want to. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't play golf or play sports as a kid growing up. That's just that. But if just watching sports, I'm taking Paisley all day.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you allowed to get a dog? What's going on with that situation?
yeah, no. So the other day, Burns hit me up and he was like, why don't you tell me you wanted a dog? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, check out this dog. These people paid like a ton of money for it and they need to get rid of it. Do you want the dog? So I'm like, it was the cutest.
It was a good looking dog.
I'll send a picture.
Was it a
It'll be up.
Dog?
Yeah.
It was a little bulldog.
Boy, was a boy.
Boy, yeah, with like the half brown head, half white. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, that's a fucking good looking dog. So I run in the room like, Addie, you're not gonna believe this, but remember, like I said, like a kid, like remember how like we were talking about like getting a dog, and then like we could get one for free right now, and she was like, no, not now. We'll wait. That's like I'm realized we're never gonna get a fucking dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
That's what
stars
that means.
aligned for a free dog. The dogs aren't cheap.
No.
You go. I seen the dog.
Yeah.
He posted it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good looking.
And Burns was like, dude, you really don't want? He's like, dude. I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, you know, we're like-
Not alone. Yeah. What do you know? You gotta. The move is just bring that fucking dog home.
Once
Like,
she sees it,
like,
you can't. Get
okay,
rid of it,
like,
dude.
I have to release this into the wild then if you're not gonna let it stay in the house with us.
Because I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't want my dog, and they just brought it over, and then I'm like,
That's the
This
move.
dog's cute as a
Yeah.
motherfucker, you know.
I think they just did that shit to Andy, and he loves his new dog.
Yeah, yeah.
I
that's
do like a
exactly
golden
what
retriever. You got a golden retriever. That's
Yeah,
a cool
I think
dog.
you got one that stays small too.
You can get those.
I believe so.
Yeah,
You
I'm-
can
I'm-
get any
I'm gonna have
dog
to
these
talk
days.
to him about this.
There's definitely a lot going on in the laboratories. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got all
They
kinds
got
of
all kind of dogs.
dude. There's a warehouse down in Homestead. They just fucking got all kinds of dogs fucking each other.
All
Dude,
kind of weird
they got
shit
ones like
going
you,
on.
like what are they, the hyperallergenic ones? If you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, if you're allergic to, I mean, yeah, you definitely.
You can get all kind of shit. You can get one smell like cats.
They got
you
a
know?
shark fucking a teacup Yorkie. All kinds of weird shit going on.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of teacups, especially ever since Crumpet was around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Paisley is Crumpet.
The same dog.
Same dog.
Oh, dude.
Paisley's cooler than Crumpet.
Yeah.
I can't even say that.
Is
Crumpet
old
was
Crumpy
cool.
still around?
Yeah.
Yep, Crumpet's still there.
Yeah, that was our old dog back in the, well, not mine and Jack's, but we lived with Crumpet. It was me, Jack, Dino, and Maria, and it was Dino got it from Maria, but Crumpet was a cool dog.
Awesome name.
Yeah, was it because Teacup and
Yeah.
Crumpet?
Good
Who
name.
named it?
Not Dino. He wasn't funny.
Maria.
Maria.
Maria named it.
Oh,
man.
fuck.
Well, everybody, we hope you guys.
Okay, let's end this podcast now. We're
Yeah.
talking about
I'm getting all sad and
Yeah.
shit. All right, everybody. You guys have a great week, and thanks for tuning in to Greenfield Science Podcast.